Hey, what's going on, everybody? Coming at you today with some high round gameplay on the Giant, or at least I hope some high round gameplay. Anyway, a high round strategy that'll work for you. And I've watched a lot of YouTubers and a lot of high round strategies on the Giant. For whatever reason, I seem to die off in the mid 30s to 40, and I don't camp. I just say that right now. I do not ever camp on this map, any other map. Zombies, multiplayer, doesn't matter. I don't like to camp, but I've watched. Let's see. I've watched Syndicate. He uses a strategy right here, where he can just train in a circle. Okay, and then I've watched. I think Lonely Mailbox is another good YouTuber that I've watched that has a training strategy right here in the power area, and that works really well for him. And both of those work well for a little bit, but eventually, I don't know, I lose focus and fuck up, or, they don't work in the long run. And then I've watched a strategy here where you use this trap. Get out of my face. I really don't want this death machine, to be honest with you. But the strategy where you go over and you hit that first trap, and then you come back over here and hit the second trap, which I would do right now, except for I've got a death machine, so I'm feeling pretty confident. It's only around 22. But actually, I think it was mrtlexify does the training right here by the power, and I think Lonely Mailbox's video was the trap strategy. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of combining all of those strategies into one. I can be in this room here, Teleporter C, and kind of run a cutback strategy into this circle or this loop strategy that thesmithplays used. And then I can use, mrtlexify's strategy here in the power area, run a couple of circles there. And then, of course, come back and hit the traps. But here we go. Get my Wonder Waff Pack-a-Punched. I usually don't use Mule Kick, and I don't go for 3 guns, but I used a Perkaholic this game and got Mule Kick, so I figured, why not? And so I got the Wonder Waff, now it's Pack-a-Punched, and I've got the KN-44 with Dead Wire. And I did that. I usually don't use box guns or anything like that. I use wall guns, so I can always have ammo and buy ammo. And I know a lot of people don't do that because the ammo is 4,500 points, but the problem is, people are still playing like it's Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Dude, look, if you go pack-a-punch a gun, and in this game you double pack-a-punch, so you spent 7,500 points, right? And let's say you run out of ammo in that gun, you can't buy ammo, you're going to have to go spin the box, or get a wall weapon anyway, and go pack-a-punch that, probably double pack-a-punch it. You're going to waste, holy shit, red screen. You're going to waste another 7,500 points double pack-a-punching that new gun, and then when it runs out of ammo, you're going to go through the same process. If you just get a wall gun and double pack-a-punch that, even though ammo does cost 4,500 points, and that is a lot, I know. What? Oh, yeah. I don't even know how that happened, dude. I really don't even know how that happened. But, yeah, it cost you 4,500 points, okay? But all right, here, let me get them together here and go run my trap strategy. But in the time you're using that gun, by the time you'd ever run out of ammo, you're going to have made more than your 4,500 points worth. And so it's unlimited ammo, and it's not costing you any points. It's not costing you any money, because by the time you run out of ammo, boom, you've got ammo again. So, or you've got points for ammo again. So you got that 4,500 back, so it's not costing you anything, really. I tell you what I really hate are the dogs. But after playing Zetsubo no Shima and with those spiders, I have a newfound appreciation for the dogs. It's just on this map, they kind of block me off, and it messes me up. Sometimes they get me stuck. And what I really hate is because there's no shield on this map, they come up and nip at me from behind, and it just adds that one extra hit. And sometimes, you get red screened, and that one extra hit's all you need to go down. And the dogs will really mess me up on this map. And I've tried some high round gameplay where I stayed in this central power area, and the dogs are ultimately what killed it for me. Killing time, I guess I'll take it. I don't really want it. I'm trying to get a another aftertaste, so if I do go down, I keep my perks. I actually haven't spent any money on perks yet this game. And by the way, I started this, I didn't even start recording until round 22. Mostly just because I didn't have the idea to record until round 22, but, you know, why show 1 through 10 or 15 or 20? Pretty much everybody has a pretty good idea of how to play 1 through 20 anyway, and if you don't, a high round strategy is not going to help you, because you got to learn how to play those rounds first. I'll grab this nuke, actually. But, oh, I was going to say one more thing about this strategy. If you do it this way, where you start off in the power area, okay, you run up, you know, run a couple of circles here, run about 2 circles, and then I'll run over into Teleporter C, kind of make a cutback, and then maybe run a loop or 2 there, and then bring them back to those traps. It's actually really fast getting through the rounds. You know, usually you probably, I don't know, round 30 for me is usually 10 minutes long. And I know the rounds do go by faster on the Giant than on some... Fuck out of here, man. Than on some of the other maps, but it seems like the rounds go by a lot quicker running this strategy for sure. But anyway, so you can see I got the Wonder Waff, which I just have because I happen to have Mule Kick. I really normally wouldn't have grabbed it. It got a lot of ammo, and you can't buy ammo, so... But the KN-44 with Deadwire is really about the safest bet. Because of the location of the wall buy is a really good location. I can always get to that location safely if I need to buy ammo. And I've got fast mags and rapid fire on it. Now with double tap and speed cola, dude, I can reload and shoot so fast with this, and it's already powerful. Fuck.
What can I say? Sweet tooth.
In plain sight. Not what I wanted. Switch over to 500 points, would you? Alright, and on a dog round. This is good. So I get to hit it again. I don't want on the house. I've already got all my perks. So I get to hit it again, but... Fuck these dogs. I've been having bad lucks with the dogs lately. The last couple times I played, I was trying some challenges. And I've got those videos on my channel too, but I died on the dog round. But I don't think that'll happen this time. I've got Jug, and I'm set up pretty good here. But anyway, besides the KN-44, I always like to have a secondary weapon that's, you know, a nice small weapon. As you can see there, it's the LCAR-9 Pack-a-Punched, and either Turned or Thunderwall pretty much will work about the same. And, come on, switch over here. 500 points, please. There we go. Give it to me. Killing time again. Shit.
Interesting.
Anyway, I have this because, as you can see right now, I used a Perkaholic trying to get that hidden perk, hoping it was stamina up, and it wasn't. It was Deadshot. So, without a shield on your back and running these, you know, kind of in these tight areas here, I find it's really hard to play without stamina up. And even though the KN-44 is not, you know, an LMG or anything, you do run slower with it, and it is a noticeable difference. But if you have something as your secondary weapon, like an RK5, Pack-a-Punch starting pistols, the ray gun, or like I've got the LCAR-9 right. Ooh, that was almost bad. See if I can make it through. Alright, back to this strategy. I didn't make it through that doorway, but you run faster with a smaller weapon. And in this game, you know, any weapon can be a wonder weapon. You know, you can get an RK5 and get Deadwire on it, and it's equally as good as a Wonder Waff. So, you know, the smaller the weapon, actually, the better, because I can run faster with it. Now, it has less ammo, but, you know, like I say, I don't think I'm ever going to run out of ammo. I know I said I don't camp, guys, but I'm camping now just to use this fire sale, because I'd like to get monkey bombs if I can. Although I don't know that that's going to be a possibility, but we'll see. Just blasting them with this Wonder Waff. I guess maybe I underestimated it. I know they did buff it a while back. It wasn't this good before. And I still don't think it's as good as it was in World at War and Black Ops 1. It was a beast back then, but probably in the top 2 wonder weapons of all time, at least for back then. It's definitely not now in its current stage. Something like that Apothecon Servant is just so much more overpowered than this. Last zombie. Alright, let's spin this. As soon as it goes back to 500 points. But anyway, yeah, I have that smaller secondary gun. I always get it with either Thunderwall or turned. And the reason being, when I'm running around, yes, got my aftertaste. All right. But yeah, the reason when I'm running around, not only does it make me run faster, but if I do get blocked off by, you know, the 1 or 2 or 3 straggler zombies that come out, you know, the walkers, or they're just misplaced, or even dogs, the Thunderwall will just blast them right out of your way. And turned will still blast a few out of the way, but it also turns a zombie to, you know, help you out. So it can make you not go down if you use it right. And like I say, whenever I'm running around, that's when, you know, I want to have this out. And just kind of run this cut back in here, and then go right back to, you can shoot them from here and then run this loop. This loop is really good. And again, I think the Smith Plays did this. And then of course you can see, there's a zombie in my way, of course. Turn did not work as good as I wanted it to there. It's been taking a while to activate this round, or this game, and I don't know why, but you run over here and you know, look back, make sure they're all following you, and then boom, hit this trap. Trap should kill all of them if you hit it in time. And then run up these stairs, and you know, sometimes there's a zombie or two or a dog in your way, but that's why, again, if you've got turned or blast furnace, you can get right through them. And then you stand right here, you're perfectly safe right here on any round. I mean, it could be round 100, and I'm safe right here. When they get close to me, I just drop down. You know, they can't hit me from behind, and I can drop down and boom, just hit this trap. And there you go. You know, and although I don't camp, everybody that I see that does camp, they make this mistake where they camp and they don't leave themselves a way out, or, you know, like an exit strategy. And, you know, like camping on that catwalk is terrible, because if you do get overrun by zombies, you're cornered, your back's against the wall, and you're going down. If you camp somewhere like up top there where I just was, you know, and they get in your face and overwhelm you, you can just drop down. And they're, you know, you can't get attacked from behind, but you're not up against a wall and you can escape. So, you know, if you're gonna camp smart. You know, hell, camp in a teleporter where you can easily just hold square and teleport the hell out of there. Don't camp on that catwalk. It is, I know it's the most popular strategy, and I'm not saying it's not good and not fun, but you won't make it past round 40 with that strategy. And especially not if you're using box weapons where you can't buy ammo. And if you've ever watched me play before, I don't think I've ever used a max ammo or whatever the other gumball is that gives you ammo. What is it, like alchemical antithesis or something? Yeah, I don't use that. I'm actually really loving this Wonderwaff. Pack-a-punched. See, here you go. I can run this loop here now. The loop-de-loop. And I've got my small weapon, so I can run fast, trying to make up for the fact I don't have stamina. And then it's, of course, got turned on it. I almost wish it had Thunderwall. I might switch it. I don't know. And you know, if you do have stamina, maybe you don't have to use a small weapon because you already run fast. But definitely you still want a weapon with Thunderwall to run a strategy like this and try and go for some high rounds. And by the way, anybody watching this, you know, if I'm making some mistakes when I'm training around or whatever, I do not play solo. And, you know, the basic strategy in training zombies really doesn't change too much, I suppose, you know, co-op versus solo. Let me get these guys to follow me here. But really it is a totally different dynamic to the game. You know, playing solo versus playing with other people. The whole dynamic of the game just really seems a lot different to me. And see, there you go, that dog tried to block me off. I was able to get him, but if it had been, you know, 2 or 3 zombies, I would hope that turned would work. And usually when you shoot it, it blasts a few zombies out of your way, and then one of them turns, and then that zombie immediately starts killing anything, you know, near him or near you. So you just run a circle here, and I usually like to run about 2 circles right here, and then I'll run up here and let them catch up a little bit. Oh, I need that max ammo for sure. Yes! All right. Hey guys, I cut off the commentary there, and I just went ahead and left the rest of this gameplay. But if you look at my perks right now, I actually don't have quick revive, and I did not realize this when I was playing. I never bought any perks, so I never did buy quick revive in the first place. But you know, as you know, when you're playing zombies and you're playing solo, you go buy quick revive, okay? If you go down, you can go buy quick revive again. If you go down, you can go buy quick revive again. And if you go down, you still come back, but you can't, you know, buy any more quick revives. And you can go down one last time before the game ends. That's 4 times you can go down. So you're allowed to go down 4 times in every game you play solo on any map, on any, you know, Call of Duty Zombies. I went down 1 time. I never bought any perks. I used a perkaholic. It gave me every perk. That includes quick revive, okay? I went down 1 time in this gameplay, as you already saw, and I had aftertaste, so when I got back up, I had all my perks. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was doing commentary and paying attention to recording the video, I guess, too much. But I had no idea that I did not get quick revive back. So, you know, I'll go ahead and let you watch the rest of this gameplay, but the first time I go down now, the game is over, and I should be able to go down 3 more times before the game ends. So it really kills my high round gameplay here and my high round strategy. I really don't get to make it to a high round because I made the mistake of not realizing that aftertaste does not give you back quick revive. And I'm pretty sure that I've done this before, and aftertaste did give me back quick revive. So let me know if this has happened to any of you guys. Is this something new, or am I just retarded and didn't notice this before? I don't know. Let me know. But anyway, you know, as you can see in this gameplay, I'm actually flying through the rounds pretty fast. Okay, here we have a dog round. And actually, pay attention to this, because I'm watching this back, and watch the length of time it takes me to get through a dog round, which should be the shortest round I'm going to have at round 30 plus, right? I think the dog round takes equally as long, if not longer, than the zombie rounds are taking at round 30. So this strategy actually is a pretty quick strategy. If you want to fly through the rounds pretty quick and maybe go for, I know there are challenges like, you know, the fastest to round 50 or the fastest to round 100, you know, speed run challenges. So this strategy might be good for some of those, but it's also good for, you know, just trying to play a high round game on solo, because really it kind of sucks sitting here playing for 6, 7, 8 hours. You know, that's a long time to play one game. So anyway, just check out how fast I fly through these rounds. So I don't know if I asked you guys this before already, but what are you guys thinking about the lack of DLC 3 anything? Not just content, but, you know, information, trailer, anything. I mean, it's kind of unheard of, really. And I actually have a video on my channel explaining why I don't believe that DLC 3 will come out, you know, on July 5th or even July 12th. I think it'll be the week after that, because there has to be 3 weeks of, you know, some promotional stuff going on where you're going to get a teaser trailer, and then the next week the YouTubers, of course, will go out and play the map early, and then they've got to have time to, you know, release that early gameplay on their channel to, you know, promote the DLC and get some hype built around it. And then it'll be the following week after that that the DLC actually comes out. And this is just based on, you know, how things have been going in the life cycle of Black Ops 3, which is actually coming to a close here in the next couple months. So I imagine mid-September DLC 4 will come out and it'll be over. So we've only got a couple months really left. But anyway, what are you guys thinking about the lack of content on DLC 3? I mean, it's DLC 2, I think, kind of sucked. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not liking the multiplayer maps. I'm absolutely hate Zetsubo no Shima. Let me know that too. What do you guys think about Zetsubo no Shima? I think probably my least favorite map I've ever played. And I'd be willing to bet when DLC 3 comes out that I will never again, at that point, ever play Zetsubo no Shima again. I doubt I'll ever come back to it and want to play. And right now, you know, I looked at my combat record, and I always want to have, you know, high rounds on my combat record and make my combat record look better and everything, you know, but right now my high round on Zetsubo no Shima is only round 38. And to be honest with you, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna go back and replay again and get a higher round just because I hate that map. You know, it looks kind of stupid because, you know, my my high round on Shadows of Evil is 52, and I could have gone way further on that. It's just, for me, solo on that map, it probably took me an hour to get set up, and then getting to round 52, I think the total amount of time for that game was probably 4.5 hours, pretty close to 5 hours. And I mean, if you've ever sat here and played a solo game of zombies for 5 fucking hours, I mean, dude, you can pause and come back, but to me, when I pause, it kind of takes me out of my element a little bit. I lose some focus, and I'll come back and probably die. So I didn't even pause the fucking game. I mean, maybe paused it for a second to light a cigarette or get a cup of coffee, but not really to take a break. And I just could not keep going after 5 hours. I mean, it was terrible. Honestly, my goal was to get to round 50, and then from round 50 to 52, I started playing so bad because I didn't care, and I was just tired of playing, didn't want to play anymore. And so that's why the game ended, was I started making stupid mistakes, even though it was just so easy on Shadows of Evil, and just training around in that rift room and using the wonder weapon was stupid easy. So it looks stupid when Zetsubo no Shima on my combat record is only around 38, but I don't care. I don't want to play that map ever again. Not ever. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that map and the lack of content for Black Ops 3 right now. It's pretty dead, and that's why I'm bringing you this video here, going back and replaying the Giant, which I really like the Giant just because it reminds me of Town on Black Ops 2. I have a lot of fun on these types of maps where there's just not any kind of setup and you can just jump in and play. Although it's still rare for me to play solo. But I think I'm about to have my last down of the game here, and so I'll let you guys see that. It's terrible. I thought I had quick revive, but anyway, until the next video, I'll see you, bye.